Okay, we have the Charter and Rights and Freedoms here of Canada. That's in the Constitution Act of 1982. And what we're going to do now is just going to go over to Section 33 of the Charter and Rights and Freedoms. This would probably take out a lot of confusion that people are seeing today here in Canada, but this is the law, and I'm just going to go over it with you, and then it'll all make sense in the end. Alright, so let's just go over Section 33. Parliament or the legislature of a province may expressively declare in an act of Parliament or of the legislature, as the case may be, that the act or a provision thereof shall operate notwithstanding. That's the key word here, means you don't get it anymore. A provision including Section 2 or Sections 7 to 15 of this charter. Now we're going to go over to Section 2 and 7 to 15, and we're going to see what the government of Canada can strip away on you so you don't have your charter and rights and freedoms. Alright, so let's go over to Section 2. Okay, so now that we have Section 2 of the Charter and Rights and Freedoms in front of you here, this is what you'll lose. Okay, so they can take this away from you under Section 33. So, fundamental freedoms. So you lose everything in number 2 here. Everyone has the following fundamental freedoms: freedom of conscience and religion. B, freedom of thought, belief, opinion, and expression, including freedom of the press and other media of communication. That would make a little sense what's going on right now with all the disinformation stuff. C, freedom of peaceful assembly. So we saw what happened in Ottawa not too long ago. So no freedom of peaceful assembly and no freedom of association. Okay, so now we're going to go over and take a look at 7 to 15, and these are some of the rights that can be taken away from you at any time. Okay, now we have number 7 right at the top here. It's called legal rights. So life, liberty, and security of the person. Number 7, everyone has the right to life. That means they can kill you. Liberty and security of the person, and the right not to be deprived thereof, except in accordance with the principles of fundamental justice. So they can kill you right there. Number 7, your right to life is gone. That's pretty significant. 8, everyone has the right to be secure against unreasonable search or seizure. So that means they don't need a warrant to come into your house. They don't need anything. They can just grab you. So number 8 is gone. Number 9, everyone has the right not to be arbitrarily detained or imprisoned. So, you know, seeing some people getting thrown in jail with criminal laws that don't exist, like counseling to mischief doesn't exist. It's not in the criminal code. But you can see they can just grab you and arbitrarily detain you for, 150, 60 days without giving you a trial date or bail. Number 10, everyone has the right on arrest or detention. A, to be informed promptly of the reasons therefore. B, to retain and instruct counsel without delay and to be informed of that right. And C, to have the validity of the detention determined by way of habeas corpus. So now habeas corpus can be stripped away from you. And to be released if the detention is not lawful. So if it's not lawful now, they can still put you in jail because number 10 is taken away. Alright, let's take a look what else they can take away from you. Number 11, proceedings in criminal or penal matters. Any person charged with an offense has the right, A, to be informed without reasonable delay of the specific offense. B, to be tried within a reasonable time. Now it could take years. Not to be compelled to be a witness in a proceeding against that person in respect of the offense. D, to be presumed innocent. So you're no longer presumed innocent if this number 11D is taken from you under Section 33. So you're no longer presumed to be innocent until proven guilty according to law in a fair or public hearing. That's why you don't get a jury trial. They can take that away from you. That would be 536, I believe, of the criminal code. So that's gone now. By an independent or impartial tribunal. Now they can have a total bias tribunal or court. So careful, everyone. E, not to be denied a reasonable bail without just cause. Well, we've seen that around Canada over the last few months. So that's gone now, so they don't have to give you any bail. F, except in the case of an offense under military law, tried before a military tribunal to be the benefit of trial by jury, where the maximum punishment for the offense is imprisonment for 5 years or more severe punishment. G, not to be found guilty on account of any act or omission unless, at the time of the act or omission, it constituted an offense under Canadian or international law or was criminal according to the general principles of law recognized by the community of nations. H, if finally acquitted of the offense, not to be tried for it again, and if finally found guilty and punished for the offense, not to be tried or punished for it again. Well, if that's taken away from you under Section 33, they can keep trying you over and over again, technically, for the same offense if they want to, and that would be the courts. HI, if found guilty of an offense, and if the punishment of the offense has been varied between the time of commission and the time of sentencing to the benefit of the lesser punishment. So that's number 11. So Section 33 will take all these things away from you under 11. Okay, let's go over to 12. All right, number 12, treatment or punishment. Everyone has the right not to be subject to any cruel and unusual treatment or punishment. Well, I rest my case. There's a lot of that going on right now because number 12 has been removed on people, all because of Section 33, the Notwithstanding clause. 13, a witness who testifies in any proceeding has the right not to have any incriminating evidence so given used to incriminate that witness in any other proceedings except in a prosecution for perjury or for the giving of contradictory evidence. 14, a party or witness in any proceeding who does not understand or speak the language in which the proceedings are conducted or who is deaf has the right to be the assistance of an interpreter. And lastly, Section 33 can take away this big one right here, and that is equality before and under law and equal protection and the benefit of law. So if they use Section 33 against you, the benefit of law is removed. That would explain when people go to sue the government or the police about something that was totally wrong, the courts throw it out and don't let your case be heard. So you no longer have access to courts. That's taken away. That's pretty much in a nutshell. So 15.1, every individual is equal before and under the law and has the right to the equal protection and equal benefit of the law without discrimination, and in particular, without discrimination based on race, national or ethnic origin, color, religion, sex, age, or mental or physical disability. So that's pretty bad right there. If they can take away Section 15, they can pick on people for their color, they can pick on people for their religion, their sex, or their disability, as it says in 15. So that's pretty crucial that Section 33 has that power to take away that. That's something that we all hold dear. And number 2, affirmative action programs. Subsection 1 does not preclude any law program or activity that has its object the amelioration of conditions of disadvantaged individuals or groups, including those that are disadvantaged because of race, national or ethnic origin, color, religion, sex, age, or mental or physical disability. So now we've just gone through the Charter on Rights and Freedoms. You can see you're only free when the government wants you to be free, but when they don't want you to be free, they use Section 33 against you, and they strip away all those rights. So that's why a lot of people today are confused in Canada, seeing all what's going on out there, and it's not making any sense. Now does it make sense? You can see how the Charter on Rights and Freedoms can take away your rights at any time, all done through the Attorney General of Canada, and he can do it in secret, and that would be under the Act of Parliament. So there's like 500 acts of Parliament in Canada. You can use the Criminal Code against you. You can use the Secrets Information Act against you, so you can do it in secret. You get no jury because you're not protected by the criminal code anymore. You just get a judge trial or a JP trial. That's a whole different matter, but we'll get into that. But this is just to educate people, to make people understand the law and what the federal government and the provincial government and the mayor's office, all the three branches of government, have the power to do all these things to you if they disagree with you. So, be warned. Don't think you have rights, because you don't have rights, and you need to behave yourselves. Because the government can come at you anytime with Section 33 and strip all those rights away. Anyways, there you go.